Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the MVP calculator spreadsheet. We're here at the team site. The first thing that you want to do is click here to download the calculator. Once you click there, it should go directly onto your desktop or in your My Document area. It all depends on your setting, on how you have set up for things to be downloaded. So I'm going to go to my desktop. And let me see if I can find this calculator. Here it is. I'm going to click on this, and it should go ahead and open up the calculator. Just give it a couple seconds, and once it opens up, you should see it should look exactly like this. And I'm going to explain and show you how to use this calculator. And when you first open it, okay, this is what it should look like. And up here, let me go ahead and close this out. The starting day, let's go ahead and edit this to start this as of this video, which is today the 13th. And I'm just going to put in there about 300 payments just to start out. Okay, 300 payments. Now, this is not 300 days. We're going to exclude the weekends, okay, because we only get paid 5 days a week. And if I put it in there for 300 payments, this is going to end, if it starts today on January 13th, it's going to end on March the 8th, 2016, if you keep it in there for 300 payments. So that's how long it goes. And there's a reason why I leave it in here for 300, just for demonstration so that I can explain to you if you were to leave your money in there for 90 payments, 120 payments, or even 6 months, however long. So the initial purchase I have in there by default, it's 10,000, but once you put your mouse and click on it, you can change that number up here. You can put 1,000, you can put 100, you can put 5,000, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and just do 1,000 just for simple math. Okay, and the daily interest rate, if you click on that, you can also edit that up here. Let's put 1.2 because most, if not all, of our members are at the 1.2%. And in this example, I'm going to start out with doing 100% repurchase. And this deduction, do not change or do not edit this. Leave it always at 90. And basically what this means is this, that every unit that you buy, it has a 90 payment cycle. After 90 payment, it stops, meaning that it'll be deducted from your total account. And I'll explain all that again. Do not touch this number. So in this example, we're going to leave it for 100%. So let me show you how to read this. Total at the end of the period, if you were to leave it in there for 300 payments on March the 8th, 2016, without taking out a single dime, that's at 100% repurchase, your 1,000 will grow to 3,342, which is a profit of 334%. Okay, so that's amazing. So in a year, or close to a year, you make over 300% of your money. Now, there's nowhere that you can legally and honestly be able to grow your money to what we are seeing here with our Lumaxa profit sharing business model. So let me show you how to read this. I'm going to put my mouse down here. I'm going to scroll up to the first day. Now, payment, this is payment 1, 2, 3. Okay? So payment are in this order. So when you scroll all the way down, it'll go down to 300 payments. Let me show you. I'm scrolling down, and 300 is where it's going to stop. Okay? If you keep scrolling, it'll be a blank page. So keep that in mind. You can also use your keypad and do page up. It'll be a lot quicker than scrolling. Okay, so on day 1, the amount that we put in is 1,000. 1.2% daily profit share is $12. So accumulated up to this point is $12. And I'll explain more here later once we start using other examples, okay, other scenarios. Repurchase, since we're doing 100%, it's going to take $12 and go ahead and buy $12. So accumulate earning after repurchase is 0. deduction, nothing over here. You won't see anything in these two columns until you get down to the 91st payment, okay? Because each payment lasts 90 days. So on day 2, January 14, the total now goes to $1,012 because what? We took this $12 and we purchased more. So you're going to get 1.2% of $1,012, so it'll be $12.14, okay? And this $12.14, remember that this has gone back in, basically $12 has gone back into purchase unit. This $12 will have a 90-day payment cycle just like this $1,000. Okay, and I'll point that out here once we scroll down to the 91st payment and 92nd payment. Now on the 3rd day, January 15, so the 12 plus 1012 will be 1,024. 1.2% of that is 1229. So you see here, this column, it's slowly increasing by the day. All right, so it's pretty simple math, and that's what I wanted to point out to you. So everything just keeps growing because we're doing 100% repurchase. And let's scroll all the way down here. So if you leave it in there for 60 payment, that 60 payment is on April 6th. Okay, the 60th payment will be on April 6th, and your money has grown now to 2021. Let's go down to 90 days. Okay, things starts happening right around this point. On the 90th payment, your account is now $28.91, and 1.2% of that is $34.69. Okay, now on the 91st payment, look at this. I'm going to highlight this row. All right. Now, you see the first 1,000 dropping off. Okay, it shows you right here. On the 91st day, you still earn 1.2%, which is $35. So that is added on to this amount after the deduction. So you're left with $1,960 on the 92nd day. But look at this. On the 92nd day, remember the $12? It's now dropping off. So every day, as you allow the system to 100% repurchase, it has a 90 payment cycle. So it just drops off from the total. But what I want to point out is that the deduction column right here, this is the deduction column, you see the amount that's being dropped off. What you want to pay attention is that here, even though it's dropping off $12, you're still earning almost double the amount. So that's why your account continues to grow even after it's being deducted. So like on the 100 payment, you want to highlight this row. Okay, your account is now 2,000, which is on June 1st, 2,000, and you're earning 24, but you're deducting 13. This is exactly how the Lumaxa profit sharing model works. So it is 99% accurate. The only reason why I'm not saying 100% is because of the decimal. Okay, it doesn't repurchase. For example, this year the 24.63, only $24 goes back in. Anything after the decimal, the cents, does not get added to the next day. So that's why I say it's 99% accurate. Okay, so that's very accurate. At least it gives you an account. So let's continue on. So for example, if you want to leave your money in there for 6 months, okay, 6 months. 6 months from the starting date would be July 13. So let's scroll down here. July 13. You can look up the date column. July 13. So it'll be on 130th payment. So if you leave your money in there for 6 months, your 1,000 would grow to 2,376. Okay, again, this is leaving it at 100% repurchase. So if you leave your money in there for 100% repurchase for 6 months, which is today's starting date and the ending date, which is on payment 130, you would have, so that would be 100, a little bit over 100%. You've more than doubled your money in 6 months. That's taken into account all of the deduction. Okay, so what if you leave your money in there for 9 months? So 9 months would be October 13. Let's scroll down to October 13. That's what's amazing about this, is that with the spreadsheet, you can do this thing. So it would be on the 196 payment and 9 months, leaving your money in there, which is October 13, right? Your money is now has grown to from 1,000 to 2,700. Again, you haven't taken a dime out. Why? Because we got the setup for 100% repurchase. So you're still earning $32 a day, but you're being deducted $25. So basically, your profit margin, your account is only growing roughly about $7. All right, now that's 9 months leaving it in there. So what if you leave it in there for a year? Your money in there for a year without touching it, without doing anything with the money, 100% repurchase. So a year from now would be January 14, 2016. All right, let's go to January. We're in December, January 14. Here we go. All right, I'm highlighting this row so you can see. So it'll be around 263 payments would be 1 year. And by this time next year, your 1,000 would have tripled, gone to 3,100. So 300% on your money. Okay, and at this point, you're earning $37 and you're being deducted $31. So a profit margin of about $6. So as you can see here, you know, after 1 year, and I'm highlighting this, and this is completely, keep this in mind, this is completely passive. You're not recruiting. You're not sponsoring people. You continue to maintain your active status with the company by purchasing one bottle, one extra strength bottle, which is 50 PV, so that you can continue to earn this daily profit share. So in this illustration, I hope you are able to see how all of this works. Now, let's do another scenario, okay? And the reason why I leave it up here to 300 is because I wanted to show you, you know, if you were to leave your money in there for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year, how the money is going to come out, which is this column. That's why I have it in green, accumulated total. Now, let's say that in this scenario, in this example, we don't want to leave our money in there for 100%, you know, because some of us, you know, need money to live on. So how about let's try 50%. I'm going to change this up here to 50%. We're going to leave everything the same up here because I want to be able to show you 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and 12 months what happened if you were to leave your money at 50%. Okay, so let's scroll back up to day one. What happens at 50%? So on January 13, you $12 because it's 1.2% of 1,000. It's $12. Now this time, okay, this time it's only going to repurchase $6. Okay, which is 50%. The other $6 goes into accumulated earning after purchase. Now this column is what you are cashing out, or in our company's terminology, this is what you're transferring to your virtual account, because the money will go directly into the MID funds. All right. So on day 2, it's 1,006. You're making $12 on the daily pay, and now your accumulated earning is up to $12. So what happened after 3 months? So 3 months would be April 13. Let's go to April 13. April 13 right here, which is payment 65. Okay. So after 3 months, you have cashed out, or you have transferred $475, and your account has grown to $1,466. What happened around the 90th payment, which is 4 months? You see, it's roughly about 4 months. 90 payments is about 4 months. So on payment 90 at 50%, let's see what happens. Our account is now 1,703, and we have transferred to our virtual account $713. So after 3 months, you're close to getting your money back. And this is at 50%. Okay, keep that in mind. This is only at 50%. And we're going to continue on with this example. On the 91st day, remember, the drop-off begins to take place. Okay, it's very important that you remember, after 90 payments, every unit that's purchased begins to drop off. The deductions start taking place. So now let's go to, okay, so this is 4 months. Let's go to 6 months. If we leave our money in there for 6 months, which is July 13, let's go down to July 13 and see where we're at. 130th payment, July 13. Now you have transfer $882, and your account is now $623. So why is it going down? Look at this, $654, $623. Why is it continue to go down? Because of this. Daily profit share is $7. Okay, daily profit share is $7, but look at the deduction. It's $753. So you're deducting more than you're earning. Why? Because you're only repurchasing 50%. Again, this is just an illustration to show you if you were to leave it at 50% with how things are. So that's at 6 months. Let's go down to 9 months. 9 months would be October 13. October 13. Scroll down. Let me highlight this row. So on October 13, which is 9 months from now, you would have already received back $1,059. So you basically got your money back, and your account is now only at $279. Okay, $279. Why? Again, because the profit share is only $335, but the deduction is $419. So it's more. So eventually, it's going to go down. As you can watch this column, as we scroll down, it's going to go down and down and down. If I extend this beyond 300 payments, it's going to go down to 0. And so eventually, you're just going to cash out everything. So all after 300 payments, which is March the 7th, okay, you would have taken out $1,161. That's at 50%. Let's say if we were to do 80%. Okay, this is my last illustration, just to show you. 80%. Let's scroll all the way back to the top. 80%. What does 80% mean? 80% of what you make is going to go back into buy, and 20% goes out into your MID funds so that you can transfer. So on your first day, $12, 80% of that is $9.60, and you're going to transfer $2.40. After 30 payment, okay, let's see where we are after 30 payment. You would have $82, and your account's going to grow, of course, a lot faster than if you were to leave it in there for 50%. Okay, let's go down to 60 payment. 60 payment, which is on April 6th, and your account is now at $1757. You would have cashed out $1,193. Go down to the 90th payment. Okay, right around here. And now on the 91st payment, or on the 92nd payment, you're at $1,385. Okay, $1,385, and you would have had transfer $349. And this is around May, so that's around 4 months. So you see how it works. So basically at 80/20, let's continue to scroll down here. Around 9/13. So let's go around 9 months. October 13. October 13. Right here. 9 months from today. You're at 1,000. Okay, your account's still at 1,012.19, and you have already transferred $698. That's at 80%. So if you go all the way down to 300 payment, where are we at 300 payment, which is on March 7 of next year, you would have close to getting 1,000 out, but your account is still 917. So the reason why I'm showing you all these 3 different illustrations or example is so that you can see, by plugging the numbers and playing with the numbers, how you will be able to plan your own purchasing strategy. Okay, because every single one, because I get calls from a lot of members, emails from all of our members, ask me, how should I purchase? How should I do this? Let me tell you something. The fastest way to grow your account, if you don't need your money, if your money is sitting in a savings account earning 1% a year, if you can leave your money in here, okay, for the first 90 payments without touching it, leave it in there for 100%, because 100% after the 90 payment, okay, you would have tripled your money. Okay, where's the 90th payment? Right here. Okay, you're close to tripling your money, but once the deduction comes off, you're close to doubling your money. Okay, you're close to doubling your money, and at this point, on the 92nd payment, or 91st and 92nd payment, if you want to, you can change it from 100% to maybe down to 50% or 80% or 70%, because if you need the money to pay off some monthly bills, that will be the time where you will adjust this. Remember, the daily repurchase percentage, you can adjust that any time. So even if on day one, if you leave it at 0, I'll explain to you. If you leave this at 0, here's what happens. Whatever you make, it's going to go out directly into your MID funds. So you see here, whatever you make, it's just going to go out. So after 90th payment, after your 90, let's go down to 91st, 92nd, 93rd payment. You see, once $1,000 drops off, you have nothing else in your account. So you're not earning anything anymore. So after 3 months, after 4 months, okay, you would have made $92 on your money, and that's just basically transferring 0% repurchase. You don't want to do that. You want your account to grow. You want your account to increase so that you can earn more daily profit share. So you have to play with this calculator, see where the numbers are that's applying in your situation. And I hope this video will help you to strategize. Like I said, if you can, leave your money in there at 100% for the first 90 payment. After that, if you need money, lower it down to 70, 80, 90, 50%, maybe even 0%, to start, because you can only transfer what you accumulate each day in your profit share. All right? That's what you have to do. Now, if you can leave it in there for, 1 full year, like this, you would, be over 300%. If you leave it in there, that's including all of the deduction. And maybe after that, you said, okay, I want to start getting some of my money out. Then maybe you can lower that to, 50% or cashing out 80% and repurchasing 20. So play with this calculator, and I hope this video has helped to explain how this MVP calculator works.